Yo, what's up fam? It's your boy Dion back again with another video, and today we're gonna be switching it up a little bit. I'm actually gonna be breaking down a beat I recently made, and I just really love the vibe of it, so I'm gonna explain to you guys. So we started at the BPM of 102, and the first thing I started with was this percussions, a hi-hat, and then I have this wood sound, and as well as this perk. And they play this. Yeah, so that was the first pattern. So the next pattern, I actually just muted this perk. Yeah, so I actually exported them both out. The first one, the second one is this. So I just pitch it down a whole octave and then I reduce the volume. And now it sounds like this. Yeah, and for both perks, I just knocked it down a whole octave. Yeah, pretty vibey. So the next thing I added was a shaker loop, just to get the vibe going. So I then added the second shaker. So all together they sound like this now. Okay, vibey. So I then started with the keys. The first keys, they sound like this. Okay, in the key of G sharp minor. And then I layered that sound with this basic mark from Expand as well. And it plays this. The same chords, but the layered sound actually sounds very nice. So it sounds like this. Yeah, so I was pretty happy with that. So I decided, let me add a little bit bounce to it, a little bit more movement to it. So I then added this marimba from Triton. I then added this EQ, cutting the lows and highs, and then a delay using this plugin. And now it sounds like this. Yeah, pretty vibey, So next thing I then added was just a pad, just for variation. I'm using this Cloud 9. I'm using this Cloud 9 from Expand, and it simply just plays the same chords. Yeah, pretty vibey. So all together they sound like this. Yeah, pretty happy with that. So by here I was actually happy with a lot of things, so I decided, let me start with the drums. Yeah, and for the drums, the first thing I started with was this rim, which simply just plays this simple pattern. Yeah, I then added a second rim with kind of a reverb effect. Yeah, then added, after that I was thinking of just adding a little bit more to the beat. So I added, just to fill up some gap, I then added the third rim. Yeah, so the next thing I added was a kick, just to get the vibe going. Simple pattern. Just to fill up more gaps, I added a shaker. added a hi-hat, of course. So I decided to add a little bit more percussion, such as this bongo, and as well as this wood sound. Yeah, so I was pretty happy with that, so I decided, let me just add a little bit more high-end things such as open hats and tambourines. So that's exactly what I did. Yeah, it's really vibey now. And to finish it off, I then added this snap, which simply just plays here at the end. Yeah, and together with the rest of the elements, it now sounds like this. I then added this perk loop. Yeah, so I was pretty happy with that. I was feeling the vibe, so I then went on the internet, of course, and then I went to search for a vocal. As you guys already know, I like vocals, so I ended up with this vocal. Actually, one thing I actually wanted to do is I wanted to switch it up. So I came in here and then I edit in editor. So I came to this edit sample and then I reduced the sample rate to about 4,000 actually. 4,000. Resample and then tempo sync and then accept. So I was left with this. Yeah, pretty vibe, not really much of a difference, but it does add to the whole vibe. So the next thing I searched for is actually a loop, a guitar loop. I actually found this guitar sample that really just fits the whole vibe. Sounds like this. That's how it sounds without the effects. So I then added some effects, which is a magic switch, which is basically just chorus, and fruity reverb just for ambience. So it now sounds like this. Vibey. So I decided to chop it up, just to create variation. And then I ended up with this. And I have this final noise, which just plays it in the intro. Next thing I added was the bass, but I actually added this 808. Simply just place this button. Yeah, pretty vibey, but as you can see here at the beginning, the first part, it's more simple, and here I just added a little bit extra notes. Yeah, pretty vibey, so that's pretty much it, guys. So the last thing I actually added was the sex loop. And to get that ambient effect, I actually added a fruity delay and then a reverb and then a pyramid EQ just to tame some frequencies. Without the effect, it sounds like this. Pretty boring, but with the effects, it really brings out the saxophone loop, you know. Yeah, pretty vibe, you know. That's pretty much it, guys. So please leave a like, comment and subscribe and all that good stuff. Yeah, and how I do my arrangement is pretty easy. I just follow one rule, which is a switch up in every 4 bars, and that's exactly what I did. So don't forget to leave a comment on what you would like to see next or any suggestion. I always read the comments. So thank you very much. Peace out. See you in the next one. Enjoy.